Little Johnny sees his daddy's car passing the playground and going into the woods. Curious, he follows the car and sees Daddy and Aunt Jane kissing. Johnny finds this so exciting and can barely contain himself as he runs home and starts to tell his mother excitedly. Mommy, I was at the playground and Daddy and... Mommy tells him to slow down, but that she wants to hear the story. So Johnny tells her. I was at the playground and I saw Daddy's car go into the woods with Aunt Jane. I went to look and Daddy was giving Aunt Jane a big kiss, then he helped her take off her shirt, then Aunt Jane helped Daddy take his pants off, then Aunt Jane laid down on the seat, then Daddy. At this point, Mommy cut him off and said, Johnny, this is such an interesting story, suppose you save the rest of it for supper time. I want to see the look on Daddy's face when you tell him tonight. At the dinner table, Mommy asks Johnny to tell his story. He describes the car into the woods, the undressing, laying down on the seat, and then Daddy and Aunt Jane did that same thing Mommy and Uncle Jeff used to do when Daddy was in the army. A man is walking through the park when he spots an elderly man crying his eyes out on a park bench. Feeling empathic, he sits down beside the man and tries to initiate conversation. Troubles with the wife? He asks gently. Wife? No, not at all. I have an amazing wife at home. She's a beautiful person. We've been married for 50 years. She's an amazing cook too. Oh, trouble with your kids? My kids? No, not at all. I've got a litter of handsome and successful kids at home, and they all married great people that I approve of. Really? Well, money trouble then? Money? No, I have all the money I could possibly want at home in my safe. I inherited millions from my father, I invested all of it, and I'm getting tens of thousands of dollars in return every month. Well, is there a problem with your house then? My house? No! I live in a beautiful 3-story mansion with servants, a pool, and a double garage. Then what the hell are you crying for, old man? I can't remember where I live. A man absolutely hated his wife's cat and decided to get rid of him one day by driving him 20 blocks from his home and leaving him at the park. As he was getting home, the cat was walking up the driveway. The next day, he decided to drive the cat 40 blocks away. He put the beast out and headed home. When he reached his driveway, there was the cat. He kept taking the cat further and further, but the cat would always beat him home. One day, he decided to drive hundreds of miles away. He drove out of town, through the desert, and into the next state until he reached what he thought was a safe distance from his home. He let the cat out and headed back. Hours later, the man calls home to his wife, Jen, is the cat there? Yes, the wife answers. Why do you ask? Put him on the phone, the man replies. I'm lost and need directions.